Okay, hi everybody, and we're back again today with Neil, the Apple Ninja from swbox.com. Hello, Neil.
How are we doing, guys?
Great, and the people at home, I'm sure they're doing fine as well. I'm sure that they're watching this because they're interested in what you're about to do, which is...
Well, today I've got a cracked screen. The LCD's gone. I can't show you because I can't turn it on. It's just got a line through it, so I thought, well, we'll do a video on changing the LCD. So I've got a new one here. I've got a few tools that we're going to need. I've got a T3 torque screw, T4 torque screwdriver, some tweezers, a little prying tool,
right,
and some of the clips because they always break, as we know.
That's a pretty professional one you have there. I've seen some other ones on the market that are flimsy. That's
yeah, it's a good one actually. You can get it from swbox.com. It's really handy for this sort of thing. Obviously, you need the right tools, or you're going to damage your iPad. So we're just going to take the time as usual. We'll probably break some of the clips, as we know they're only designed to last once. So we'll start taking it apart and have a look at the screen change.
Oh, great.
Shouldn't take too long. Obviously we just take it at a nice easy pace. I'm going to start by at the top of the iPad, same as last time, and just sort of lever it up. This one's quite loose because I've had it apart quite a lot. Obviously doing the demos, and all I'm doing is I'm working my way around, just picking the spots.
Just prying it open, it open.
Once you get it past the lip of the clips, some of our clips are missing because I pull it apart so much there's no point replacing them until I'm happy it's going to stay together for the last time.
And even if you do replace them, just to remind everyone, it's cheap. The cost is negligible.
They're designed to break, to be honest, and they're only designed to work once because they sit under the lip. As soon as you lift it up, as I was saying before, you snap them. So literally all we can do is just take it on the chin, pay you $2, buy a spare set, and when you put your iPad back together, accept that some are going to break.
Yeah.
You know.
Wise words from Neil, the Apple Ninja.
That's true. As you can see, just taking my time.
Although I think that this is probably as hard as it gets, right? I mean, in terms of tricking out or repairing your iPad, the screen is the mother of all complexity.
Yeah, definitely. That and the front panel is the same, similar job basically. You're going to be stripping it down to the same point, unless you want to replace your actual your frame for your LCD. You're not going to strip it down much more than this. Okay, basically we've got to take some ribbon cables off before we can do anything else. So
I'm going to get in there and
we're going to take the little plug off here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to pry that off there, and then we've got two locking latches here for the initializer. So we'll take that out. That pulls out nicely, and we're just going to lift it up, turn it to there, and we're going to take this end off first. I think it doesn't really matter, to be honest, when you're changing the screen. So you just lift that latch up nicely, okay, and just wiggle it out. It should be quite easy to come out. You've got your screen off. You don't need any of that anymore for the time being. Okay, literally this is where you're working. Basically we're going to slowly take it apart, see what we need to move out of the way. Best thing to do is actually get the LCD out and just see exactly what you're going to be doing. It's quite easy to lay it over, roughly see what you're going to have to move out of the way, what's going to come off. To me it looks like screws, and potentially this is going to have to come off. So what we do is we just peel away the sticker first.
Right, peeling of sticker. I just wanted to interrupt here for 1 second. A couple of issues.
Yeah.
Is I think is that most people think a screen is a screen is a screen, whereas with touch screens, we're actually talking about two layers of screens, right? I mean, one is a digitizer and one is the actual LED screen itself, or LCD. Yeah, I keep getting confused on what it is, but two panels we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
And the second thing for our folks at home, and I apologize for the camera shake, but in order to get up close and personal with this Ninja's handiwork, I had to take the camera off the tripod so that we can see things clear, and it's not going to be very professional, but hopefully what it's not in professionalism, it is more in usefulness.
And just showing people how to do it, really, talking them through it and letting them see that it's not as hard as you perceive in your own mind. You look at it and you think, oh, I can't take that apart. But it's not that hard. Just have the confidence to do it and just take your time. Follow the videos, that we make. You'll be fine. None of it is rocket science. So literally, we just take our time. We peel off what we look at what you've got to take off, and refit it to the new one. Basically, I mean, as far as screw goes and that sort of thing, everybody can undo a screw. Just take your time. Remember what you've taken off. Put it somewhere safe and put it all back on the new one. That's pretty much the easiest way to work. So we're just going to lift this latch up, okay? Take that off, and the best thing is to put it straight back onto the new one, okay?
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is move that sticker out of the way, and then you don't forget later. You know it's in the right place.
So this thing, this cable.
Yeah.
That's where the power comes through?
Yeah, for the LCD, which links straight on to your board, your motherboard there. Okay, so obviously it sends the signals from the touch to the motherboard, basically,
And just to remind everyone, and these are the capacitive screens versus the resistive ones.
Yeah.
Good quality ones.
Yeah, they are very good quality, actually. They do break. Nothing lasts forever, but the quality of the screens that we supply are extremely good. They're one of the best out there. You're not going to be disappointed, and you're going to be able to fix your iPad as well. So
sweet.
Which is the name of the game, really. If you send it to Apple, then it's going to cost you a lot of time and money, and they like to sort of pull your pants down a bit, I guess. But
they do? Well,
no, I wouldn't say that. I think that, it's their business. They probably don't like people like us doing this, but we're going to do it anyway, because I enjoy it.
The thing is, since we've been doing this, I've been getting a lot of emails from readers, and basically they prefer this way just because, your iPad or iPad 2, you got all your info and stuff on it, and no one wants to wait a couple of weeks before they can get access to their own data or info.
This is the thing, and most of it's changeable. I haven't come across anything in the iPad 1 that we haven't been able to fix or change, or and if you do it in a relaxed environment like this, where you're not rushing yourself, and there's no real pressure. So all we're going to do is just carry on. Basically, I'm going to peel off this sticker here, okay, because that's obviously stopping us from taking out the old screen. I'm just going to lift it up on the corner, and then all you've got left are the screws to remove, which is what we're going to do after this.
So there's screws as well as this, looks kind of like electrical tape, black electrical tape, holding it down to this chassis then.
Yeah, it is electrical tape actually. It doesn't matter,
And if you
remove it,
muck it up, then just use other electrical tape.
Or even sellotape. You can use sellotape. It won't hurt it at all. Just the clear tape you can buy in the standard shops. You don't need to go and buy some electrical tape to stick that face back down, because it's glued down anyway. There's like an adhesive underneath, so you do have to sort of pry this up in any case. And with the screws that you've got around it, it's not going to fall out. The tape is there. If you want to put it on. I'd say it's not the end of the world. Okay, you need a T4 torque screwdriver for these next screws, okay, and you'll be able to see which ones you need even if you follow the new one you're fitting in, So we're just going to whack them out. All of the screwdrivers and whatnot you can all get from SW Box. All of our screwdrivers are magnetic, so they hold the screws for you. You're not going to drop them, Makes it very, very easy to work with.
Feel very manly, these tools. They're very solid and good quality ones.
Quality, actually. Really easy to work with.
Right.
Okay, so we just slowly take these out. I mean, to be honest, you could probably do this in about 15 minutes if you weren't doing a tutorial like myself and you were just concentrating, no one was talking to you, you'd blitz this in about 15 minutes, I reckon.
Okay, 15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. If you're confident in what you're doing, you know, it won't take you that long.
So, for the people at home who aren't that confident, any words that you can tell people to instill some confidence into them, or?
Yeah, I mean, literally, just be patient. As you can see, I'm not rushing at all. I'm just almost like you're just sitting here. Give yourself a good hour, and you will have it done. You will get it done in an hour. There's no doubt about that. You know.
I think confidence is always. It's easy to be confident when you know worst case scenario.
Yeah, if you know the worst case scenario, which we do, it's going to just take you longer. That is pretty much all you've got to worry about. What I'm doing is sticking this back down because it's on the old one, so stick that back down nicely.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, it just holds one of the tags. Okay, so all I've done is I've stuck that back into place. I'm going to do the same with this one. Just peel it up, stick it on the new one, and then we're pretty much ready to take the old one out.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Right, so I've just stuck that last one down. That should be fine like that. Okay, it's just one of the tags. We use them to obviously hold it back into place when we put it back together. Now, basically, Michael, we are ready to start levering out the old one.
It's funny you mentioned that levering. So it's just
it's similar to the same way as you lifting up the front panel, the whole unit itself. Just work from an edge. Just be gentle with it.
Okay.
Because they are stuck down. Okay, it might take you a little while, but don't panic. Okay, just find an edge that you can lift into and just sort of ease it out. And some of these are dowled, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to lift this edge separately.
I know this is probably inconsequential, but I think for a lot of people, the idea of changing a screen is just daunting. And I think part of that is from, you would never change a CRT monitor because you could get killed by the voltage or the electric shocks inside. But we're talking about LCD monitors, and it's a whole different game. It's a much easier, and it's not lethal. Let's just say
it's safe, to be honest. Okay, we have got to do a little bit more preparation to this. We're going to take off the stickers and obviously the protective cover that it comes with. So you want that rid of, basically. I'm just going to peel that off. Okay, move it out of the way.
And kudos to SW Box.
Try not to put your fingers on the screen because obviously you're going to leave fingerprints. That's why it comes with a protective. Okay, so you just want to hold the corners if you can, and just sort of make sure you put it somewhere near where it should be, and that should go like that. So you're well peeled to take that. That's got in the way. There are dowel points for some of these, which means they clip in so that you know. If you look, there's like a little nipple there. Instead of a screw, there's a nipple to locate it if you like. Okay, there's another one there.
Yes,
but to be honest, that's gone down really nicely. All of the tags are flat. So now, literally, all I'm going to do is make sure they're in line. Okay. Being my little tags. So when hold on, let's take that sticker off of that for a second, because these are down. These are your locking tags for when you clip it back into place. Just make sure, that's in line there. Okay, so we can.
It almost looks like it's aluminum or something, very soft metal.
Yeah, it's like a mesh, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can stick everything back down now. Just to hold that in place. Like I said, you can just run a normal bit of sellotape back over or use electrical tape. It's up to you. I'm going to put this one back on because there's nothing wrong with it, basically. The electrical tape does keep it sticking a little bit more than normal sellotape, and all you want to do is just lay that across there, and that's going to hold that top edge down. All of the other screws will hold it into place anyway, so it's not the end of the world if you haven't got any sellotape there at all, to be honest. Push that down. Okay, right, we're just going to put all of the screws back in now. So just work round.
What already? I mean, we're done?
Yeah, we're done. All we're doing now is putting it back together.
That's it?
Yeah, it's done. Literally, you just follow the footsteps backwards to put your screws in. Like I said, if if you weren't doing a tutorial, you could probably get away with doing this in about 20 minutes without sort of really rushing and pulling your hair out. You know, I mean, we've taken our time, we've talked you through it, and it's really not taking that long. Okay.
Incredible.
4 more today, and then we're done. Don't have to do them uptight, there's no need to, there's enough of them.
And I think it's probably important that we plug SW boxes a little. I mean, you guys are professionals, and when you ship these replacement parts out, everything's fully insulated. There's no chance of it breaking in transit and things like that. You've been doing this for so long. I think in terms of the internet, you guys are the leaders for replacement parts and repairing things for Apple products.
To be honest, we've been doing it a long time. We offer a good service. We offer a non-expensive service, and all of our, especially through transit and that sort of thing, all of our parts are insured. So at worst, to be honest, I've been here quite a while now, and I've never heard of parts coming back because they're breaking in transit. So, but if they do, we do offer a policy where we would send you out a new product, you send our one back, we pay the costings, and you still get your part. So there's no issues there. It's a professional company, and we're not going to stitch our
you seem like an honest guy.
Well, there's no point in lying, is there? We're here to make money. We can't make money if we don't offer a decent service, so our job is to make sure that we do. And in part of that is showing you guys how to fix all of the spare parts. So literally all I'm doing now is plugging everything back on. I'm going to close it up and turn it on. And if it works, everyone's happy.
Indeed, indeed. I've also noticed, because when you invited me for this, to do this, there's not many videos out there that cover this type of, hacking, if you will.
There are videos, but they don't really talk you through what they're doing. They just show you images of what to do. You can find a lot of videos out there, and none of them are fun. None of them are, relaxed and just take your time. It's all quick. Let's get it done. This one's done, and I don't think it's. Sometimes the customer just wants to have a bit of fun. They can follow this. They could literally use this as a step by step and do exactly what we're doing while they listen to us talk.
You are.
I'm just putting all the digitizer back together now.
Trying to get in there. Apologise for the lighting conditions.
Yeah, it's difficult to see that. I've just plugged that back in. I'm going to lock the latches down, and then we're going to turn it on. Basically, that's on. That's on. It's in place. That's in place. The other one's in place. So now we're ready to close it up. Always start with your plastic tags, not your metal tags. Okay, so just close it up from that face, which is the top half, if you like, okay, where your volume controls are. Once you've got that in place, you can just snap it down.
The perimeter, the inside perimeter, there is plastic and metal.
Yeah,
clips.
You've got the metal tags that are designed to break, and then you've got a line on the top, and they're always put the top near your volume controls, okay? Now, whenever you're taking one of these apart and putting it back together, what you need to do is make sure that you slide the plastic in first when you're putting it back together, and when you're taking it apart, you take the plastic bit out last, okay? And then it's almost like a locking action. These little tags are designed to break.
I see.
Okay, so they're like $2 and you get like more than enough.
Okay.
So you're better off snapping a little bit of metal than snapping the plastic frame, because then you have to order a frame.
Snap that metal.
Snap the metal and everything will be alright. Right, let's turn it on. Just make sure it turns on.
This is always nicely done.
Okay, now like I said, you can get all these products at SW Box. There's pretty much, well, it's just not expensive, if you like. There's not a lot you can't fix on one of these iPads yourself, and most of the parts you can get from us. Okay, if you go onto the website, you'll find everything that you need. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that
That's
at all. And we haven't rushed, and it's taken what 20 minutes max. With it, maybe a bit more.
It's phenomenal. I mean, Neil, the Apple Ninja, has done it again. I think the $1 million question, there's two now, is that, so when are you going to make some bids for the iPad 2, and when are you going to make some for the BlackBerry Playbook?
Well,
Pro?
we can start whenever people really want it. I'll try and make a start next week. We'll have a look at potentially changing a battery or something on an iPad 2, and then we'll go on to the screens and that sort of thing. So we'll start ripping one of them apart next week, and then we'll look at the BlackBerry after that, I think.
Look
and then
forward
I think
to
we're
it.
going to have an iPhone 5 coming out soon, so we're going to have some more videos to do for that. We try and get them out as fast as we can. And obviously, in the meantime, just go to SW Box and have fun.
SW Box? Wait, what's the URL? I don't know.
www.sw-box.com.
And the logo of the company, do you happen to have the logo?
Yeah, it's right down my shirt.
Nice.
Okay guys, enjoy.
Thanks again.
Bye bye.